Johnson! Hey, welcome to Mahomes.
Should I take my Smith-Schusters off?
You shut your mouth, get in there, and have a seat on that Tim couch. Johnson, can I get you anything? A little glass of Zach Chardonnay?
I was thinking more of a Heath Miller.
A few more of those, and you're gonna need a designated Donald Driver.
Joined by comedian, actor, creator, entrepreneur, badass, betting on himself, doing his own thing, and taking the NFL by storm while he's doing it. Hilarious impressionist, of course. He hosts the These Guys podcast, available wherever you stream, and you should subscribe to Joey Mulinaro, who, guess what, buddy? I wore my waterproof mascara. I made the note this morning and said, this stuff cannot run when I have Joey on cracking me up.
I love it, Kay. So good to be here. So excited to be on. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to be here. What's up? What's going on?
Well, nothing. What's going on with you? Congrats on all of your success. Big congratulations to you. And, of course, not just professionally, but personally, you've got a new ad to the group. What's going on? Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, there's my little Mirabella, my little daughter. She's a month old now, and I got an 18-month-old son. I got a 1-month-old daughter, so I'm just rounding out all the impressions into dad jokes, too. I got my New Balance crew neck.
Oh, my God.
I got my New Balance shoes. I'm waking up early. I'm smoking meats. I'm wanting to make breakfast for everybody, so I'm full-on dad mode now, Kay.
Now, is Frankie like, I like being a big brother, or is Frankie like, who are you? When are you going
Loves
away?
it.
Oh, good.
Loves it. Dude wants to hold her every day. He always says sister and points to her, and we let him hold her. And then for about 5 seconds, he sits there with her, and then he goes, "Oh, done," and he kind of like pushes her off. And we got to catch her. So
I like that you have an audience. You can workshop your material off of. It's all very smart. Maybe you could write them off in that way from your LLC as they're part of your writing process. Now, I want to get into your process a bit here. You are prolific at producing hilarious content very quickly. It can't be easy. You have so many impressions that you crush. What is the secret when it comes to the process of what you do?
Man, the secret. I don't know if I want to give that away, because then, there'll be 20, 21, 22-year-old guys or girls out there who are saying, hey, I'm going to take that.
What have you learned about it or something? Just take me into the process, because people just see it and enjoy it and like it, but it's got to be an insanely disciplined thing.
I mean, when it comes to the impressions, I always tell people that I was always like a living room creator, comedian, impressionist when I was a kid. I always like made fun of my teachers, and I was a Catholic school kid, so like the priests even got involved, which I don't know where that lands on like the sin, mortal sin, cardinal sin. I don't know. I'll have to talk to the big man about it hopefully someday. But, I think it's all in good fun. I'm making people laugh, hopefully. So I always did it then when I was a kid. And then my mom was like, why don't you like do more impressions? I was trying to break through in the media world, and she was like, yeah, you do those around us. Do it for the internet. And I was like, I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if people will like them or anything. And then I put out, a couple Andrew Luck ones and a couple Nick Saban ones.
I remember.
Hey, mama was right. You got to trust mama.
Well, I love that it was your mom that said to do that. That's absolutely amazing. Have you ever done an impression of someone and it just did not go over well, and you heard from that person or their team and they were like, stop doing that?
You always hear the famous story about Caliendo, who he said that Madden hated it, right? And at the beginning he hated it, and then his grandkids thought it was funny, so then he liked it. I haven't. I've been really lucky.
Great.
Like most people that I've come across who know that I do an impression of them, they just kind of laugh about it, and they're kind of cool with it. And like Colin Cowherd, I met him. He was just like, oh yeah, impressions of sincerest form of flattery. Yeah, I like it. And I was like, okay, cool. And then Collinsworth, he told one of my buddies who plays for the Bengals, he was like, the thing I like about Joey is he never mean-spirited about it. He always just likes to have fun. And that's exactly what it is. I just like to have fun and hopefully make people laugh.
I'm sorry, you just casually have friends on the Bengals? What's going on?
Yeah, Marcus Bailey. He's a linebacker, special teamer. He went to Purdue, actually, with my wife. And so we kind of knew each other through that, and then we became pals.
I mean, speaking of NFL and all things football, you just heard a little bit of Blake Corum, Michigan running back. He's going to be entering the draft. Mel Kiper who you keep very famous, I think, has him as the 4th best running back in this year's draft. I hear that you have a strong belief that Kuiper would have a tough time doing any other job in the world. What is this theory?
No other job. The man is made to talk in 30 to 60-second bursts, and that's it. And only about college football players turning pro. That's it. Like, there's not anything else. You know, he couldn't be a doctor. You can't sit in there with him when he's up on the stool and he's got his white jacket on, and Mel Kiper comes in and is like, yeah, I think you look pretty good. The blood, the cholesterol's a little too high, blood pressure a little too high as well, but you nip that in the bud, couple red flags there, you get that out of your system, I think you're going to be fine. Like, so in and out in 15 seconds. You know, like, I found out that Kiper is a dad. He has a daughter. I don't know if his daughter is married or not, but I always like to envision that this man had to, at one point, give a father of the bride speech.
Yeah.
At, like, a wedding reception. I mean, like the DJ turning it over to Mel Kiper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please pause what you're doing, because father of the bride, Mel Kiper Jr., would like to say a few words, you know? And then, right.
And then he goes for it. I love that.
Yeah, I think when you look at the day, overall, pretty solid day. I did prefer the chicken and the greens over the pasta. My wife wanted the pasta, but Tommy, this is an important lesson. Happy wife, happy life. Now, as for you, Tommy, I do have a few red flags, a few concerns. You were late for curfew for a few times, but we do sleep our head on the pillow peacefully at night, knowing that you are the #1 overall pick.
I'm gonna cry. Do you like, is part of your, do you practice? Is there like rehearsal time built into your day to like speak as these characters and these voices? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you work on it every day with each character? Do you like run through them or no?
My wife always gives me a hard time because she's always like, "Can you just give me a little cowherd?" Like, like she says that I like slip in and out of them sometimes, which, you know, that can be good and it can be bad. Like, yeah, I think the Collinsworth would be great to slip in and out of because he's so sly and so smooth with it, you know. So I think that she would like that, but like a cowherd, she probably wouldn't like as much. A Kiper might be a lot to get into, but no, it's just like it just depends on what I'm trying to do, you know. Like sometimes I'll be trying to get an impression down or a character down that it's not quite there yet, you know. So it's almost like football. Like I'll watch film, I'll record myself,
right.
And then I'll play it back, and if I like it, then I'm like, okay, cool. And if I don't, then I'm like, all right, let's tweak this. Let's drop this down a little bit. Let's get the more nasally in there. Let's focus more on, you know, like when Kiper says red flag, it's a red flag. You know, it's very emphasized on that. Like his few concerns are red flags. Like that's what you got to pick up on and study, right?
The fact that you tape yourself and watch it that would be brutal for me. I'm completely
I don't watch
insane. That stuff ever. I can't.
I'm completely insane. I sit in my basement and talk to myself in different voices all day. I mean, it's ludicrous what I do.
Yeah.
But I love it.
But that I understand, like doing it or practicing in a mirror or but like what it takes to do what you do, but also to just like watch yourself and like frame every little thing to, you know, to keep getting it where it needs to be is impressive and kind of tough to do. I think a lot of people that are in front of the camera don't like watching themselves. At least I'm definitely one of those people. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Clip it where I don't want to hear it. I want it to be. That's why I like live TV, Joey, because it's over. It's not like you tape it and you tried 18 different times and then you have to like watch the producer watch it back and see if it's gone. Oh, I said it. Sorry, I can do it again in 23 hours. It was announced last week that Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are opening a new steakhouse together in Kansas City. It's going to be called 1587 Prime.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Patrick Mahomes as your server at this restaurant?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, we just have a few specials tonight. I'm a big fan of the filet myself. And now, people say don't to put A1 sauce or anything on it. You know, just enjoy the juices from the steak. But I'm going to give a little bit of a different appeal here to you. I'm going to suggest Hunt's ketchup. I'm a big ketchup guy, so a little ketchup over the filet mignon. Big fan. I do recommend it medium rare. You get the medium rare with the ketchup of the filet. Not a New York strip guy myself. I will tell you, it's a little secret of the menu, not New York strip, but I do enjoy the filet mignon, especially a little bit of ketchup on there, okay?
Oh my gosh, you sounded, my control room is losing their minds. Like that, you sound just like him. If you were to close your eyes, it's like I'm talking to 15 himself. Unbelievable. We want to have some more little fun with you. Sorry we're like, making you dance and tap dance for us, but you're so good at what you do. And of course, we want to plug the podcast. We want, you've got a lot going on. You've got a tour. But first up, let's go. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you names of people I picked that I want to hear you do impressions of. And then we have sort of, we have this like, device sort of thing that's going to tell you what I would like you, if you're up for it, to sort of...
Oh, it's like a wheel of impressions.
Ish. Sure, yeah. So first up's Nick Saban. And this is what Nick Saban... You will be doing Nick Saban doing this thing. Let's try it.
All right.
I haven't seen this thing in a while. What does that say? Selling hot dogs at a game. Oh, this is like a TikTok thing. Okay, yeah. Nick Saban selling hot dogs at a game, if you will.
Hot dog. I don't even know what I'm doing. Because I've won 7 national championships. I got a statue outside down in Alabama. And now I'm sitting here, instead of coaching, I'm flinging wieners. I don't understand. I want to be out on the boat. I want to be enjoying my time with Miss Terry, my little oatmeal cream pies. I don't want to be selling hot dogs, all right?
Oh my God, he eats those cream pies every morning. I saw that. I don't know anything about Nick Saban, but I know that. That was amazing. Okay, let's move on to, if we do Saban, we got to do Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, spin it.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Belichick,
Really
Bill
exciting.
Belichick on or at the NSYNC reunion with JT the other night in Hollywood.
Oh. Yeah, I got to tell you, always been more of a Backstreet Boys guy myself. But, JT has some bangers. So I do appreciate Can't Stop the Feeling. Just like me, I don't feel anything ever. So pretty excited about that.
Amazing. Let's go with Al Michaels. Al Michaels is next. Joey Mulinaro is crushing our little game here. So Al Michaels, Chalamet playing Bob Dylan. I'm very confused.
Timothy Chalamet, Al Michaels on Timothy Chalamet playing. Man, I gotta be honest with you, Kay. I don't know if my Al Michaels is ready for this or not. I don't know. I don't know if he's ready to put it on the wheel. I gotta be fair, Good. Like I can drop it down with Bill, but Al is more talking. Well, I guess we're into Al now. Al Michaels talking about Bob Dylan. Now, I was at Bob Dylan's first concert, and it was one of my favorites. I have no idea who this Timothy Chalamet is, but I am excited to see it. Coming up on NBC.
Coming up on NBC. Slip in a little over innuendo, something with sports betting. We made it work somehow. That was a really tough one. I'm so sorry. Let's try this one. Adam Sandler. You do a great Adam Sandler. Cracks me up. Okay. Let's spin it. Let's see. Adam Sandler. Joey Mulinaro as Adam Sandler. Oh boy, what is this? On Congress banning TikTok.
Oh, okay. Not much of a political guy, but TikTok, huh? Oh, well, I don't know what TikTok is, but it sounds like something that would be in one of my songs. So it'd be like, tick-tock, oh tick-tock, it's time to rock. Tick-tock, oh tick-tock, you smell like a dirty sock.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh loud so you can hear the impression. You're probably like, shut up, Kay. You guys should cut my mic back there so I don't laugh out loud like this. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Hold on. First, before we go, you've got amazing shows coming up, so we got to get all this information out there. You've got merch, joeymulinaro.com. Tell us what's up ahead.
Officialjoeymulinaro.com. There it is. Wow, we got it up. That's so great. Yeah, I'm very excited. Love, obviously, Kay, been watching you forever back in GMFB days.
Yeah.
Now with Up and Adams. Love it. So I knew that with your football following, with everybody who loves you and whatnot, I had to get on here to promote because it's the NFC North Tour. So I'm hitting all the NFC North divisions. I got Detroit. I got Minneapolis, St. Paul, if you will, Twin Cities, Chicago, Green Bay. Add in a little Kansas City there. Buffalo starting out. But yeah, just a little 6-stop swing here in the spring.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Just
I'll do some
casual.
voices.
But
I'll
those
do
are
some
huge- those are
voices. I'll
huge
make fun
cities.
of my Catholic upbringing. I'll make fun of me being a dad. I'll make fun of all sorts of stuff. So hope everybody comes and sees me, and it's going to be great.